Power sets is a sequence of Pilates exercises put together to challenge you. So they're in little bursts, so you can take them in those little bursts, or you can do the whole sequence together like Meg and I. But you're meant to feel a burn in each muscle group. It's meant to build strength. So don't worry if you're starting to feel that muscle soreness. That's really good for you and really safe to keep going with all the way through this trimester. So we're going to start in a plie squat, a nice deep wide squat. So we're going to go really wide with our toes, knees and hips all turned open. You're going to drop down into a little shallow bend. With your left shoulder, you're going to shrug towards your ears, drop down to that left side, bring your right side up and over, fold into the middle, and then curl your body up. Right side, big shrug up and down, all the way over to the right, stretch through your left arm, fold into the middle, and then curl all the way back up. And again, all the way round, big exaggerated shrug, the arm follows. Into the middle, rolling all the way up. And for the last time, drop down into the center, and then all the way back up. Press back up to stand, and then come straight back down a little bit deeper with your arms out to the side. You're gonna fold your left elbow now and bring your right arm up and over. From here, we're gonna take it into some mermaid circles. The arm reaches and stretches, drops down across the body. And you breathe out as you scoop, breathe in and stretch. And scoop, in and stretch. Two more. Last one. Press all the way up to the other side. So we're going to come back down nice and deep, arms out straight, reach over and stretch as your right arm comes down. And now stay down for some nice big arm circles, sweeping across the body. Giving your upper back that mobility. You're working on strength through that lower body whilst moving the top. Let's do one more. Stretch overhead, circle across your body, arms out straight, press up to stand. Now we're going to go in and out of our plie. We're going to drop down, arm raise. Breathe out, press up to stand. Breath in, sit down. Breath out, stand up. So this is where that handkerchief pelvic floor cue really comes into its own. I want you to squat down. Now imagine underneath you is a handkerchief. Pick up that handkerchief. Use the pelvic floor to pull all the corners of the pelvis together. As you breathe out, you squeeze the inside thigh together, bottom comes on. Last two. And one. Let's challenge the lower body even more. Lift up your left heel. Squat down, arms all the way up and over your head. Arms come all the way back down, press up to stand. Arms all the way up, squat down. Back up to stand. Breath in, length. Breath out, shorten. Bring everything in together. Think about sliding your tail straight down. Maintaining a little lift through baby. How are we doing, Meg?
Yeah, good. I can feel the burn.
Good, that's what we want. 3. Last one. Straight in for this power sets, no rest. Right heel up, sit down. Breathe out, press up. Sit, press.
My hips are clicking.
This is nice depth we get here. So much that we've been talking about this through this trimester is both the contract and relax of our muscles. We get that length as we come down, and then we contract, we shorten, we come back up. And that's what keeps us super strong. Not by staying in one position, but strength through the whole movement. We have one more. Lower the heel into finish, just one set of hundreds. Into your plie squat. Pelvic floor is on, like that handkerchief is pulled right up through the center of your body, and your arms are gonna beat like you're banging on a big drum. You breathe in for 5 pulses, out for 5 pulses. Hundreds is all about cutting that bounce. It's about putting yourself in a muscular corset. That muscular corset starts at your pelvic floor. Lace together the pelvic floor, then lace up your corset from the base of your belly up to your rib cage. They feel like a long hundreds here, don't they, in plie? You have 20 more tiny little pulses. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release all the way back up to stand. Good work. So toe and heel your feet back into parallel. Second set, we're gonna pick up our band. So you need a long band for this. And you're gonna step right into the middle of your band and hold it fairly firmly in both hands. So you want maybe about 6 inches between your feet. Your feet should be hip width apart. And the first thing I want you to do is flex forwards from your hips, bow down, and take up any slack in your band. From here, we're gonna hinge from our hips and straighten back up. Breathe out to push your hips forward, stand up as tall as you can. Breathe in, fold forwards. So this starts to look like a deadlift. You hinge from your hips, work down the back of your legs and the back of your body. You don't want your back to round at all. You're trying to bring your back down, parallel with the floor. Your back should look like a table that I can eat my lunch off of. And each time you pull yourself up into stand, lift through baby. Nice, Meg. It's like those muscles are wrapping around the front of your body. Lacing up a corset to give your baby a hug and to bring your baby a little bit closer in towards your spine. Two more. And we are going to hinge forwards, come down and hold this last one. Now from here with straight arms, we're just going to pull back on the band and then breathe in, release. Straight arms, pull back, breathe in, release. So it's totally fine to release the tension off the band a little if you need to. I've got a soft bend in my knees, but I'm focusing on my back staying flat. It's a really nice idea to do this near a mirror every now and again. Just check as your baby grows that you know where a flat back still is. So Meg, you look great. There's a straight line running from your ear through your shoulder to your hip, and the only thing that's moving is the arms. We maintain that corset, lift through the belly. Maybe if you can, you give me a pelvic floor contraction each time. 3, 2, last one. Return all the way up to stand. The second position is a squat. So a squat's different to the first deadlift because we're going to bend our knees more. So again, you want to squat down and then make sure there's tension in the band before you press down through the ball of your foot all the way up to stand. Sit, push to stand. So as baby grows out forwards, it's very common for the majority of your weight to fall forwards into the front of your knees and into your toes. So to counter that, I want you to lift your toes up towards your face. Bring the weight into the middle of the foot. So this one, much like the deadlift, we want to maintain a flat back position. It is really tempting to round the body into this. And that becomes a little bit more challenging to maintain a core contraction and can start to become quite niggly as the back folds and straightens again. So work on keeping it still and building strength and neutral. Now on the next one, we're going to stay down and we're going to hold it here. So you can take a little bit out the band if you need to. We're just going to take it into bicep curls and release. You bend your elbows, and each time I want you to feel that little lift through your belly. I'm going to try and lift my pelvic floor. Use the out breath to initiate. Scooping up and in. Like there's an elevator moving up through the middle of my body with every bicep curl. So the whole body is active and working here. For 5. Last 2. And 1. Press all the way up to stand. And just to finish this last little sequence, we're going to come into a little lat pull. You hold the band shoulder width apart, and you bring your arms up and over your head. You're going to bend your elbows so they're wide, band touches the top of your head, and then release. Pull down, just practice the arms, the elbows drop down, shoulder blades squeeze down, and release. And at the same time, we come into scooter legs. So as we pull down, we're going to bend one leg, take the other leg back behind us. Return to stand. Pull down, same leg, right leg back, and in. Breathe out, pull. Breathe in, stand. That whole body comes into play in this workout. When you finish that frame, there should be a straight line running from the crown of your head to your back heel. That tells you how deep to take this. Last one. And then we'll change sides. So you're going to start with that little lat pull, then take it into a step back, bending your front leg. Make sure the weight's still in the middle of that front foot. Maybe lifting your toes up towards your face on that front leg. So you know you're not sending the weight too far forwards, but keeping it in the middle. Squeeze those elbows down, shoulders drop down away from your ears. Sit down on that front leg, press the other leg away from you. You have 3 to go. And your last one. Good work, guys. Well done, sequence finished. Now we're going to roll down onto all fours. So coming up onto your mat, grow really, really tall and take a moment just to settle your breathing back down. Press your feet down into the floor, squeeze your chin down onto your chest and roll all the way down, curling through your body, moving one vertebra over the top of the one below it, coming all the way down to your head and your arms are hanging. You feel a stretch to the back of your legs. Take a breath here to steady yourself. Breathe out. And then make your way into hands and knees. For your 4-point sequence, we're going to need a mini loop around your feet. This is going to give you a little bit more resistance. So just place that halfway up your feet and make your way over onto your hands and knees. So any wrist pain, do come up onto your forearms because you're going to be here for a little while, and you can rest your arms like Meg on the edge of your couch or a chair. You can also come up onto your fist. That works really nicely too. Take a moment to check your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, and find a pelvis neutral position. So you don't want to be too sunk down through your belly, and you don't want to be too rounded the other way. Find somewhere halfway between the two. And then tuck your chin, look straight down and keep your breastbone lifted. All on the left side to begin with. Tuck the toes on the right and kick the left leg out straight, keeping it low. Bring the leg back in. Breathe out, press back. Breathe in, back in. So both sides need to work a little bit here. And we've got that little bit of resistance throughout if you keep your feet hip width apart. Now, if it's too much with the band, you can always do this without the band. So every now and again, have a look down. Make sure that leg is going out in a straight line. From there, you've also got a really nice view of bump. So your bump should look nice and round. Every time you kick back, you might be able to get a little lift of bump up and in towards you. And then we're going to take it into some leg lifts. So press away, hold it here, lift to the sky, squeeze your bottom, lower the leg down. Leg lift and lower. So you can keep that leg straight. See how high you can lift your leg. The higher you go, the harder that's going to be. And then if you can, you're going to bring in the upper body. Meg's going to stay still. I'm going to show you these little elbow dips. So with these dips, as we load the upper body a little bit, you'll also feel your right bum cheek start to work a little bit more as we hinge over there. We have 5 more and a little hold. And on your last one, you're going to lift that leg all the way up and you're just going to hold it here. Maybe some tiny little pulses to the sky. So you should get some real fatigue building into that left glute. You should be ready for a break by the time we get to the end of this. Chest lift up, look straight down. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fold back in. If you can, straight into the other side. So we're kicking that leg out, keeping it low, squeeze the leg back in. Glance down, make sure that leg goes out in a straight line. So it's not creeping in across your midline. If that band's too stiff, then the legs are going to get pulled towards one another. So you have to press out just a little bit into that band. All right, last couple, we're going to take it into those leg lifts. Keep that left thigh vertical, right leg straight, and lift to the sky. Squeeze your bottom, come back down. So if you can keep your legs straight, tuck your chin, look down in between your 2 hands. It's like you've got a tennis ball underneath your chin. You're just going to hold on to that tennis ball. It's going to keep your neck long. So building strength through the middle of your body, opening up any tightness through the front of your hips. If you're still having to spend a long time sitting at a desk, this is really good for reversing that posture. So if we can, we add in those little dips and press. Dip, press. Kicking that leg still nice and high. Hopefully feeling both sides of the bottom work. Give bump a little lift here. Make sure you haven't forgotten the middle as the glutes start to tire. Last 3. Hold this last one with the leg just as high as you can for some little pulses for me. Try and cut the bounce through the rest of the body. Chest lift, chin tuck, baby hug. All those watch points, hold on to them till the end. You just have last 10. Lift that leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good work, guys. Take the band off of your feet, take your knees wide, and just sway your hips over to one side. Brush your bottom past your heels, over to the other side for some nice big circles. It's a nice way to gently stretch out your glutes after holding them steady all that time. Let's take that back the other way. Hips sway out to the right. Brush them down, across the middle, up and over. Last one. And then move into your next power set sequence. So we're going to be on our knees here. The ball is going to go between your feet, and you want to get your knees as wide as you can. So we're going to stick with that back of pelvis closure. So we're going to get the glutes really active in the front of the pelvis, open. The band is going to go behind your back. Tuck your elbows in at your waist and have your palms turned towards the sky. Breathe out and send your arms sideways. Breathe in, bend your elbows. Breathe out, ball squeeze, arms straight. Breathe in, bend. Keep that ball squeezed. Lift through your chest. Lift through the crown of your head. So I'm just checking in that there's a straight line down the side of your body. And with that ball squeeze behind you with every effort, you should keep feeling like this is a whole body exercise. We are gonna hold the very next one with your arms out straight. We're gonna work into a spine twist. Lengthen first, twist to the right, back through the middle, twist to the left. Back all the way through. So as you wrap your body round, it's just coming from a place halfway up your back. The lower body should stay still. And when you've got that, it's like you're wringing out a dishcloth. You're twisting one half of your torso, keeping the other still. Really shortening the front and creating strength through the middle. Once more each way, using your out breath to twist, in breath, return, out breath, twist, in breath, return. Bring the band round in front of you now, and you're gonna hold it short in front of you. We've got this heel squeeze behind, so we're still focused on the back of the body. Right elbow is gonna bend, and we're gonna turn and look over that shoulder. Breathe in, reach forwards. Other side, elbow bend, pull back. Breathe in, forward. So you can decide how heavy to make that resistance. Have a little glance at your wrist. It's one thing to easily miss, is whether your wrists are really bending with this. Try and keep them straight. So try not to overbend your wrists. And as you go, drop your shoulder down away from your ear. Keep that ball squeeze behind you. It's easy to forget. You want to pull that shoulder blade all the way around your back. Once more each way. And we're going to finish here with hundreds. I want you to bring your arms down in front of you. I'm going to get you to hinge your hips forwards. And we're going to go with some small, tiny little pulses here, bringing those arms back and down. This forward lean has taken me into a position where we can encourage that bump lift. Scoot, bump up and in towards you. Give me small, tiny little pulses. Ball squeeze behind you. Hold and breathe. For 5, out for 5. Keep pressing back and down on the band. Keep that ball squeeze behind you. 20 to go. Ball squeeze right the way to the end. Lean forwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're out. Well done. Now for your side lying power set, you have an optional mini loop. So Meg's going to show you how it is without, and I'm going to take one above my knees. Now you can always start with a mini loop and then take it off if you need to. So just see how you go. Lying on your side, you're going to bring your legs up to 90 degrees. So that means a right angle at your hips and a right angle at your knees. So your thighs should be horizontal. And squeezing your heels together, you're going to take your top knee open and then back down. You're going to breathe out, twist to open, breathe in to close. Squeeze your heels together as much as you can. And you're wrapping your top knee open. So you'll see once more, Megan side lying has a cushion underneath her bump. I'm going to work to try and keep my waist up. So depending on how quickly your baby is growing and how far through your 3rd trimester you are, you might want to try without the cushion and then start using it as soon as you feel you need to. All right, first change. Now we're going to come to side leg lifts. Open up that top leg, foot and knee come apart. It's like you're a book, and the spine of the book is your spine. And you open the pages of the book, and you close back down. Open, close. And as I lift the leg, I'm really conscious that I don't press my body into the floor. The imprint my body makes on the mat should stay the same all the way through. And the next exercise up in this position is side kick. So from here, we're going to now take that leg back behind us, opening up the hip. Bring the leg back up so it comes back into the start position. Breathe out, kick it back. Breathe in, pull it back up and in. So it's all about that top glute. If you're using the band, you'll be feeling the bottom leg as well, I'm sure, as it tries to hold you still here on the mat. Just move from that top hip. The rest of your body stays still. Last couple here. Before you bring your legs back together. Now that's halfway through. From here, you're going to take your legs close to straight. There's just a slight bend at your hips now, maybe like 30 degrees. And we go again from there. Heels squeezing, top knee open and close. So this gets a completely different set of muscles. So there's lots of layers of muscles in your bottom, all with a slightly different job. And all play a part in your pelvic stability, preventing any pelvic pain, helping us with our posture, and ultimately with our recovery once this baby's born. All right, first change. We're going to lift that top leg up and then we're going to lower it back down. From the hip, open and close. Meg's going to have to work hard not to let baby pull her down into the mat here. I'm going to keep working at my waist too. Trying to keep the imprint of my body on the floor the same. Here we go, starting to feel the burn in the bum now. Top leg into side kicks. That leg's going to pull up towards my face and then take it back behind us. Up towards us, back behind. Try and again keep the bottom side still. We're going to work all the way through, 10 more seconds, and we're out on this side. If you can, bring your top hand up in front of you, up towards the sky, so you're not using it for stability, you're not holding on. Last one. And release, leg comes down. Push straight away up into a mermaid sit position. So if you have the band, you can keep it on. And you're just gonna split your legs. So that top leg's gonna go out behind you, the bottom leg is rested across your mat. Top hand down on towards the floor, and then the other hand comes all the way up and over. Work through your arms to change sides. So you get that hand down beside the back foot, and the other arm up and overhead. Alternate sides, coming into a lovely waist stretch. This is a really nice one. In this third trimester, especially if you get any discomfort around your rib cage, it's a really nice one to add some movement there. Let's hold this last one. Maybe even turning down towards the floor. Reach across your body, reach forwards. Come back through the middle, and we're going to change sides. So again, with your legs together, with or without the band, we're going to bring all of our cushions with us and set yourself up on the opposite side. So we had our hips up at 90 first of all. Right angle at the hips, right angle at the knees. Take a minute to find that bump support if you need it. And check that there is a straight line from your head, shoulders, bum. Come into your clam level 1 here, heels squeezing together, breathing open from the top knee, breathe in to close. Breathe out, open, breathe in, close. Wrapping open the top knee. It's like you're screwing your thigh bone into the socket. Really keep your heels together. And then it's our first change. Top leg, off the bottom leg, open from the hip, like it's the spine of the book. Pages open, pages close. Every now and then check in with your waist. Keep your waist up off the ground. It's tempting as I get tired here to roll my body backwards with it, but we're not going to let that happen. You can have your top hand on the floor or up towards the sky. Ready? Side kick. Leg comes in towards you and then back behind you, opening up the front of your hip. Bring that leg up and through and then all the way back. Here's the axis in the top hip. The knee stays bent to 90 the whole while. I think we've got one more. And then squeeze your legs together. Use your hands to help you bring those legs back and down. So a slight bend in the hips now, Meg. With your knees still bent to 90, your feet should now be in line with your bum. Open up for clam level 1. Heel squeeze, wrap open and close. Imagine there's something in between your heels that you don't want me to take away, and keep your heels squeezing together. And now open book. That top leg lifts off the bottom leg and back down. From the hip, open and close. So you lift that leg only as far as you can without squishing your waist into the mat. And so you become aware of the pressure between you and the floor. Don't let that change, keep it still. And on the next one, we come into side kick, leg up towards you, take it back behind you, open up the hip. We're in our last little bit of work here. Leg up in front, leg back behind, open hip, slice it through. If you've got that band around your legs, keep that bottom leg pressed in towards the floor. Last few. Keep working right to the end. Last one. Legs come back and down together. Push yourself up to sit from here, coming into your mermaid sit. With that top leg out behind you, your bottom leg stretching out into the band. And we're going to lean away from that back leg. And then we're going to lean right the way over into it. You've earned this stretch after that series. And you're trying to keep your seat down on the floor. And let's hold this next one. Twist all the way up and over. Reach over towards that top corner. Back into the middle. All the way back and through. And that's your power sets from your third trimester. Well done.